We're talking with Donna Jackson from Project 21. We're talking about how regulations have actually been harsh and harmful to minorities, how the American dream is being squeezed from housing costs and keeping people out of affordable automobiles and things like that. But we're also going to talk solutions. Before we get there, Donna, could you comment? I've read some of your writings on critical race theory and on DEI and why they're such a bad idea and they hurt minorities rather than helping them. Could you describe that?
Absolutely. There was this notion, and we were actually working towards that, where we wouldn't be judged by the color of our skin, but the character of our contents. Critical race theory actually takes away from the initiative of an individual to use the talents they have, because it says to them that no, the reason why you're going to get something is because you have a certain melatonin. You have a certain look, you're a certain gender or sex, and so you don't have to try because there's going to be a carve out given to you. The second thing is critical race theory puts people in these buckets, which is so against what we were designed as human beings and what we were created for. I'm sorry, and bringing in my own spiritual background, I've never seen one spot where it says race is how God determines how you're blessed. No, it's the works of my hand. And I can tell you, the thing that I hate the most, I have always worked really hard for everything that I've gotten. I finished my bachelor's degree in 2.5 years in accounting in the top 10% of my class. When I was graduating, it was like the NFL draft, not because I was Black, it was because I worked hard and because I understood what it takes to be competitive. Why? Because if I can solve the issues in my own life, then I can be trusted by corporations to solve their problems because they're not giving out charity. Now, what does critical race theory do? It actually took away all of the accomplishments that I actually achieved and reduced me to checking a box. If I tell someone, you know what, I was recruited by all of the big four accounting firms, most of the Fortune 500 companies, and had to actually stop receiving offers. That's how many I had. People will think, oh, well, that was because you were Black and you were a female. Not because I took 24 units in a semester each time and got straight A's. Not because I was Phi Beta Kappa. Not because I worked, I spent countless hours studying, trying to learn a profession. None of that matters. The only thing people will see is that I was Black and I was a woman. So all of my accomplishments that I've achieved over the years have been wiped out.
Well, I don't think they've been wiped out.
Ernst & Young, I had 4 of their 7 largest revenue generators for all of North America. That's a huge accomplishment. I did not take the easiest cases. I purposely got on the most difficult audits. I did 7 IPOs. I worked really hard to make sure that I actually added value to any project I've ever worked on. In fact, when I was at Marriott, they didn't hire me because they just needed somebody to fill a position. I went in there to create what the position was going to be because they were in trouble with their filings. And now people will think, oh, well, none of that mattered because you just got hired because you were DEI. It's the most harmful for minorities because people will think that they didn't deserve the position that they got. And well, we do have one that doesn't deserve the position that she has right now, but I'm just saying. But the thing is, we should all be judged on what we can add to the corporation, how we can improve the lives of individuals, and how we can improve the American society. Not because somebody owes us something. The other thing is this: there are no people that are born evil, systemically evil, and these people are systemically good. No, it's the individual and how they carry themselves, their character. It's it is the worst thing I've ever heard for someone to say to me, "Oh, well, all white people are evil," and you're telling me all black people are good. No, people make their choices, and they should be accountable for what they do,
Absolutely.
not because you belong to a group. I'm sorry, I didn't
Absolutely. Well, I can't imagine that you could file your taxes and you file them wrong and the IRS comes to you and you say, well, it's okay. I had a black female accountant, so you just need to ignore the errors. No, competence matters. Or we've had Dr. Carson on the program. Can you imagine the Siamese twins being separated and both had bad outcomes? Oh, it's okay because he was a black doctor. No, it's ridiculous. We need competence. We need to acknowledge success. And people are people, just like you said. All right, we've got about a minute left. Donna, tell us, what should America be doing to shrink that wealth gap? You've already covered reduced regulations, but also to make for a better society. How can we end this racial divide that we're facing?
People, it's not, I used to tell people it's not a bad thing to experience challenges. Actually, it's a good thing, because if I can experience challenges, that means I can be able to help other people solve issues, corporations, organizations. And I think that we should hold everybody to the same standard, because when you tell someone that, I'm sorry, I'm going to give you a different, easier test because I don't think you're competent, that person is not going to have the kind of confidence they need to actually solve a problem. The truth of the matter is, adversity builds character. It builds skill sets that allow you to be able to improve the lives of not only yourself, but America as a whole.
What I hear you saying, Donna, is treat people like people, not race. Treat people like people. It's a beautiful message. All right, how can people follow your work? Where's the best way to follow Donna Jackson?
Yes, you can follow us at thenationalcenter.org, Project 21. We have common sense. The dreams that America has is the same dreams that Black Americans have, and that is what our Constitution provides for us.
Hey, we're going to summarize all this in our free economic battle plan. You get it at economicwarroom.com.